Hey, how's it going? It's Devin. I got a new mic, like I was saying, so hopefully this audio works out. I had to re-record it one time because it was all crackly, and so hopefully the new mic I got isn't worse than the mic I had before. But forget any of that, because we got huge news today. Wizards of the Coast, Mark Rosewater came out and announced that we're no longer having draft boosters. We're no longer having set boosters. They have been combined to make now one play booster, is what they're calling it. So there's just going to be a play booster box going forward, along with collectors. They're not getting rid of collectors. They're not changing anything about collectors, which means we can look forward to the hundreds of variants of your favorite cards all into the future. But there are some good things with this announcement. I think it's overall, it's a win, because what we have right now is it's not sustainable. It's confusing as hell. It pisses everyone off. So I think this is a step in the right direction. If it was up to me, I would prefer like a different direction. I personally would have like combined set boxes with collector boxes, and then up the draft. You know, there's other things they could have done, but I think this with collector boxes, there's such a win for Hasbro. Wizards of the Coast, you have 12 packs, 12 packs. And they're charging you $250. Like that's a win for them, and they're like, as long as they can have that small package generating that amount of money, and people continue to choose to buy it. I don't understand, y'all. I don't understand why you're buying that shit. Please stop buying that. Please stop buying collector booster boxes, please. I mean, it's all shiny, I guess, so maybe that's what you like it. But anyways, they say set booster boxes were the automatic win out of the two. If you took draft and set overwhelmingly beat draft booster boxes in sales. So they wanted to combine them because draft was getting lost. And then they said in the article that stores weren't able to carry most of what they needed, because people would come in and they'd want to buy set booster boxes, but then they'd only have draft because they wanted to have people play. But then, so they stopped ordering the draft and just getting the set, but then people wanted to play, and so that it kind of made this horrible cycle. Who knew? Who guessed that would have happened? Not me. Not anyone else. It took them, I don't know how long we've been doing this set booster box shit since Zendikar, that they just figured out now. But this, like we've always said, Wizards of the Coast, Magic the Gathering is a slow-moving ship. So, of course, they're going to have to take their time to make any of these changes. So, they were kind of cannibalizing themselves. People were getting pissed off because there was confusion. They'd order a set booster box thinking they could play it as a draft booster box. I personally experienced this with some of my friends. They didn't know what a set booster was. They ordered a bunch of Adventures into Forgotten Realms booster boxes, and they were set boxes because they wanted to try the new booster out. And then I had to explain to them in person, we all got a booster box, that it actually doesn't go like that. They're actually not made for drafting. And it was funny because I was like, they'll probably work if we just do like a regular sealed, but they actually were way worse than just having a regular draft booster box. Believe it or not, if you haven't tried to do a sealed draft with your friends, then try it out with a set. It doesn't work. So, or it's not as good, at least I'll say that. So draft had that going. So now they have to get rid of the confusion, to get rid of the bad feelings that everyone gets. But I mean, I think you're still going to have them with collector boosters existing. But to get rid of that, they have now combined them into one. And so the new box, it's 14 cards in a pack. You get 36 packs in a box. So when I first started reading this, I totally thought, you know what they're going to do? They're going to make it 24 packs. Because how many other games have 24 packs? Like so many games. So I thought this was going to be their excuse. You know what? We're going to take down the price of the box a little bit, and we're going to have 24 packs because, you know, you get all that goodness, but we want to keep the around the $100. But they went the other way. They went the complete opposite. So instead of going down 6 packs, they went up 6 packs. And guess who's going to pay for it? You're going to pay for it. So to get this new draftable set box, you're going to have to pay, it looks like without an MSRP, we can all guess that it's $130 for a regular pack or a regular set box. But then we're adding 6 packs. It's going to be around $150 is what people are saying, guessing online that it's going to be, I would think the same. And my thought on the raise in the price is that's just a lot more room to fall. So if they plan on upping the price on this, then they better be limiting the print runs. They better be making the sets needed, wanted. They can't make any duds. I mean, when you buy a booster box for $110 at your local LGS, and then it falls down to 75, that feels pretty bad, right? I mean, you're like, oh man, I could have got it for 75. But then imagine you got your booster box because, you know, LGS is probably going to charge you $160. You pay $160, $165 for your booster box, and then it falls down to $80. How are you going to feel then? You know, yeah, how are you going to feel when it gets down to $100? How are you going to feel when it gets down to $110? Like, think about it. There's just more room to fall. So they better not be going all out like they did with Innistrad, Midnight Hunt, and Crimson Vow. They better not be trying to, you know, Streets of New Capenna, all that shit. They have less room to be risky, you know? So I was really hoping they would cut it down a little bit, cut the price down a little bit, give people a little bit more room to play. But that's not the case. So, and I don't know. Overall, it's a win. It's a good direction. It's better than what we have. But better than what we have is still like not going in the right direction that I would like, but whatever, it's something. And you know what? I'm open to try anything. I'm not going to say this sucks or this is horrible until I try it. Maybe play booster boxes come out and I love them. And I will tell you that I'm not just trying to be negative on here for clicks and clout and views, okay? I'm just telling you what I think. So, and what I think is collect your booster boxes suck. If it was just a play booster boxes, I would be fine. And for me, I just, and then I'll probably make a video about this because I was planning on making a video called Booster Sucks, Magic Sucks Part 2. It was going to be about why draft booster boxes suck, why set booster boxes suck, and why collector booster boxes suck. And I probably will still do that because why not? But but now that they made this change, that it does help a little bit with my problems with what they have, which is they kind of cannibalize each other. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It's confusing. Everything I just told you. There's also some other cool things about this, and you got to give props where props are due. And this is, thank you, Wizards. Thank you, Wizards of the Coast, for not overdoing it. Because they always have to overdo it. Everything they do, it's an overdo it. It's a go do as much as you possibly can. And they've come back. So when it comes to something like the list, 300 cards, you're always going to get some random shit. You're never going to like know what's in the list. Nobody's tracking the list or cares about the list because there's 300 goddamn cards. You can only open a list card in one of every 3 or 4 packs, so it doesn't matter. But get this, and now the list is also in the new play pack, so that's really, so when you get a draft, you're going to get the list in there. But the cool thing about it is they've cut it down. They've cut that list down to it's 30 commons or uncommons, and then 10 rares or mythics, and just from the sets from the past. And then they're going to have, I believe, 10 what they called special guests. And the special guests, you've seen them if you've seen the Ixalan, Lost Caverns of Ixalan, like they did the mask, was it Manavault? You know, that's the only one I've seen. But it's old cards, but with new treatments that fit into the set. So that's so cool. Having only 50 cards in the list is so much better. And people might actually care about what's on the list. And still, at those low pull rates that you get list cards, it's just going to be way better, I believe. And they'll be able to suit the cards that are in the list for the set. Like, thank you, Wizards of the Coast, for doing something cool like that. So, I mean, my favorite one of this is like when they did masterpieces back in like Kaladesh, or you know Zendikar or Amonkhet, the invocations, like any of that. They have to do 80. You know, make 80 masterpiece cards. It's like, why? How about you just make 25 and then put the next 25 in the next set, and then the next 25 in the next set? Like, cut it up like. And you only get one of these cards per case. So if you have 80 of them, like, I mean, it makes them rare, and that's great. I mean, that makes sense. But at a certain degree, it's like, you're just overdoing it. Just pull it back a little bit. It's okay. And so this is a huge win with the list. I believe this is it's the right direction. I can't say if it's a win or not with the increased with the increased price. There's still all the variant issues. They haven't addressed any of that. But it's a step in the right direction. So I've got, I'll give them to it where it's due. I'll have to wait and see to really tell you my feelings on it. But getting rid of some products is where we needed to go. I wish it was the collector booster box. That was what I'd say. Please stop buying collector booster boxes, but it's your money. Do whatever you want. You have fun doing you, and buy whatever you want to buy. But that's, I think, all my thoughts on it. I don't really have anything else. I'm just trying to think if anything else I read caught my interest. I thought the list thing was probably the most interesting thing, and then if you read the article, Mark Rosewater, that guy, he gives a lot of reasons why, and they're just obvious reasons. So I think this is cool, and we'll see where it goes. I appreciate you watching. Hopefully the mic sounded good, and it was a little better than my old mic, but hopefully it doesn't sound like complete dog shit. I'll find out here in a second. So if you never see this, it's because my mic sounded horrible and I had to scrap the video. If you do see it, it's because the mic sounded good. So anyways, you have a great day, and I will talk to you later.